And we're back. We're back.
We are.
Some of us are still finishing our food, but we're back.
Yep. It's about normal. It just takes time to cook and then eat.
Yeah. So.
We still got lots of time today, so.
Yep.
And I don't really care how long it goes tonight, so.
I do not. Trash can keeps moving. And it's, excuse me, fuck, really throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also
Trash
changed.
can moving?
Yeah. Don't forget about your fancy glass.
So, I believe Kate had a thing that we're ready to do.
At some point, like the morning, like before though everybody get up, Azrael's gonna get out of bed, and she's gonna go outside. She's gonna get a good distance away, and scream her head off. And just have moments.
Okay.
What? Just have a moment. And she's gonna go make breakfast. A nice big breakfast. She just needed a moment for herself.
Technically, we're feeding for like 5, so.
Yeah, so a nice big, healthy thing she thinks would be good breakfast. It's a lot better than the Bloody Mary breakfast, so, you know.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy,
Purposely makes
eggs,
pancakes with
bacon.
syrup and puts it where Ash is probably going to sit just to be funny. I threw a pancake with syrup on you last
I
time.
know.
Just to be funny.
Pancakes with syrup.
Yeah.
My brain had to remember.
Yeah.
You know,
Some
some bacon, some sausage.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
I'm like.
But also like light stuff too, because she doesn't know what.
some fruit.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to like set it here and I went in my freaking lip and I'm like, oh.
She gets up early and does that. She's
Pretty
good.
good,
It's just needed a minute.
Took her like 12 to get out there.
Yeah, she's needed a minute. A minute to herself. Just to,
Fucking Christ.
and it's not just this, it's like everything. It's a lot, so she's good. Just need a minute. And then wait till people get up. And no, she's not coming out just to make her.
Poor Deidre will get traumatized.
Want to do that to Daedro. That's gonna be like if Daedro's like staying at grandma's house or something.
Daedro goes down.
Walks right back upstairs.
Yeah.
No, he walks down, sees Azrael with only an apron on. No.
Also, I don't think this is appropriate time for sexy time.
Yeah.
So, nah. She's not that dumb. Or ignorant, or I don't know.
Socially inept.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. And I wait for Ash and Marmir and Daedra to get up. But it's not like too early where the food's gonna be cold. Like, she's probably figured out when they get up, generally.
Pretty much by the time you either left or got back, Ash was there.
Yeah.
Because he gets up instantly early.
Because he asked where I went.
Where the fuck did you go?
I just needed a quick minute to myself.
Fair enough.
Okay. Just needed a minute.
Fair enough.
Yep. Morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna go make some breakfast for everybody. I'm gonna go make you some pancakes and syrup too. Oh, come on, at least I got you smile a little. I'm gonna go do that.
So, you make the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
About that time, Daedra walks down. He's starting to get ready.
There's lots of food, Daedro.
You are surprised by the amount of food, actually.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit of stress cooking too. Just a little.
You know, you feel it in the goddamn dough of the bread.
A little, but
Just-
not like. It's also care, but there's a little stress in there too.
It's definitely fluffier than usual.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like
Just a little.
squeeze the shit out of it.
It's not like it's not stressful.
Yeah. Fucking Christ.
So with the 26,
Poor
how
Doe's
many,
like,
Yeah.
how many bombs can you make?
God.
You squished it.
It's like, what are those really hot peppers? you
Yeah.
can get? Ones that like shriveled up like ball sacks.
How many,
Yes.
how many jiggers can I make?
I'm gonna say like yeah, sure, well, sure, yeah.
This is more like the.
And that it's right there on your chair. Like it's right next to your heel.
I'll pick it up later.
Okay.
There we go.
Does David?
I've definitely been bouncing my leg a lot. My knee hurts. Edge past me like a little more. But no, I do it pretty much all the time.
Well, that's what people do.
How much paying for my buck?
One moment.
I don't know why you'd be bored. Isn't this entertaining?
Yeah. It's not because I'm bored.
I'm literally just.
It's just something I do.
I'm just being smart ass. No, you're not. Sorry. I'm feeling smart ass right there.
I can tell.
At least it's not like hyper as fuck as last time.
That, yeah.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. It depends.
I'm not careful by staring at this. I just lull myself into sleep. Because, you know,
Yeah.
funny.
There's some people who doesn't work on this one that do. Don't try to put yourself to sleep.
No, I'm doing it to the camera.
Oh. They can't see it very well.
No, it's really small.
Yeah. And it's just the camera distance though.
That's it. Also, it's not like, it's a little knocked off.
A little.
Not straight. What do you
I mean, to be fair, why can't we just?
Oh, I see what happened. It got bumped.
Yeah.
Someone
Now it's
moved
like looking at the
Is there
door.
any way we could
Yeah.
figure out to put the camera there? Or-
Also, I'm like
We
halfway
could,
in frame
but
of Kate's camera.
there's another camera that'd be in the way of. That's what I was trying to figure out how to fix.
I mean, Kate's camera is already showing like half of me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got moved apparently.
Oops.
No? No, actually, it's you all who moved, I think.
We haven't moved.
No, you apparently did whenever you got up and got back down again. On the break.
Same stuff. I'm fine.
I mean, I know it was like fully, like, I'm pretty sure down for Kate.
Yeah. So it's moved a little bit. It might have just got jostled with everything. Yeah, that's where it was.
Like staring down the lens.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm more or less off right now.
Yeah.
For yours, mine I'm still a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee you that one happened whenever Gabe tried to move it forward.
Well, why don't we move Gabe's there and then put his there? Like, why is Gabe all the way back here?
That is a good point. Gabe is also like really
Partially
far
because
out.
of some of the stuff I've got there.
Well, we could just move some of
It's
that.
a balancing act I gotta work on.
You can move it.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
But-
I'm not.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it
Sorry.
next break. Hot
Yeah,
fixes,
yeah,
hot
yeah, yeah.
fixes.
We don't need to be
Sorry,
fixing
we're
stuff
doing
while we're
this,
streaming.
so-
So now,
Does Lorimer come to breakfast or?
yeah, that looks better.
You did, in fact, fix it.
Now it includes Kate as well.
It just
Yep.
reached over, just
So,
Out
anyway.
the barrel.
Alright, so,
I think we're doing pretty good on sound as well.
Mm-hmm. The multiple mics help, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that one was
And-
moved, so
Mm-hmm.
it got turned towards Ginsu, so.
And I've also got, multiple places where you've got a couple nearby for some people. Kate's got one more or less here. I've got one over here that also gets close to Kate. That's relatively close to Isaac. That's really close to Gabe as well for Isaac. That one's good for Gabe. We might be able to scoot that table forward, but at the same time, I don't want to do too much blocking in. Although, at this point, it's easier to mess with than it was before, so we might be fine.
We can just move some of that stuff around and put that one there and then that one there.
We'll worry
Anyway.
about that on a
It's
break.
not right now.
So,
It's not right now.
We'll worry about that
Thoughts.
on a break.
Alright.
It's fine.
so
Yeah.
eventually Lorimier comes
Right
down.
now it's fine.
Right as you finish starting everything up and getting the table set.
Oh, there's a second screen somewhere.
Well, that looks quite fancy.
I just threw a little bit together this morning.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
She walks over, wraps her arms around you from behind. You sure you weren't just stressed baking and cooking?
I also just wanted to make. I didn't know what you're going to want to eat right now, so I made everything.
Fair point. That's not a bad idea. We shouldn't have to be worrying about that yet.
I know, but still. I don't know. I'm just doing what I can, I guess.
And it's appreciated.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I like cooking, so, you know.
But yeah.
Anyway, it's just, yeah.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek, then goes to center, place on the table. But then turns around and says, no, and goes to give Asher a nice morning hug and kiss as well on the cheek.
No, I was just readjusting.
I still want to say hello to you in the morning.
No, I was saying that out of game. If we thought like
No.
or something.
She's like, oh wait, I should also give Ash one as well.
Okay.
You know. So yeah.
Top as I am, just
Oh, I didn't realize we didn't already put that in. Does that hurt me to that?
not really. Not when you've gotten used to it, not really.
That's the first time I think I ever seen you take that out. And you were born too. Well, I mean, other than just like showing it off. Okay.
Don't make me regret that.
Not. Just morning conversation.
Not saying you were.
Everything has a double meaning to it.
That is true.
I'd rather talk to you than sit in weird silence. Anything you want to do today?
Not particularly. Not that I can think of.
I don't know anything either.
Perhaps we can go talk to Zerlin about your objects, see if he's figured anything out yet.
Yeah, I did get this turned, didn't I?
If there's anything at all.
I really hope there's nothing to it. I really hope it's just done.
I hope she's just insane.
Although, it would be bad if Rathbard would bring it back and then, have a round 2
Well,
or 3.
that is
or-
fair, but it's also... I'm fairly certain the soul has to be willing.
Maybe Rathbard can do some crazy shit. I mean, he's done crazy shit before.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that they can just...
And who said she'd be unwilling to come back either? I mean, she probably went straight to the hell, so. The worst of the hells. Oh, is there someplace worse in the house?
Our orphanage?
Points. Yeah, we could go do that. I really hope there is nothing to it though.
I agree.
I'm struggling already too much.
Really dark there on this side.
Yeah, there could be a light over there. Well, there is a light we can turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lauren, do you want to come with us to
Because
the
I'm like
guild?
really dark on my right side.
Yeah.
Do we want to move that thing?
No.
Um.
I have no idea.
Yeah, try and see how that one does.
I hate lamps sometimes
Uh-huh.
because you can never find where the switches are.
Maybe.
How's that look?
Still a bit dark.
Well, I don't. Oh, we can really see it.
Try the one by the bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Drag it out of it and then
Mm-hmm.
turn it on. Or just turn it on.
I would just turn it on.
Yeah,
That
does.
probably helps a lot.
Move it
Yeah,
up
that little
just a
Gabe
little.
area.
It also helps with lighting up Gabe because he was also a little darker than us.
Yeah.
No, he actually had better than you. He was a lot better off. I got this reflecting over that way.
He also, yeah, that too. He also has that light.
Yeah.
I'm like right under it.
Yeah.
Lauren, are you?
It's better.
Sit down so I can actually see a good look.
Dark.
Yeah.
but
I mean, we can try and move that at some point
It's better.
and put it right there.
That's probably what we need to do at some point, but we'll have to do that later.
We'll do it later. We'll
Okay.
do it later. It's fine for now, but
There's a reason I'm saying I want to do it later.
we have a lot of stuff to do later.
Yep. On the next break.
It's
Lauren-
not horrible now.
Mhm.
It's better.
And Lauren, do you want to come with us to the guild, or do you want to stay here?
I'm good here. I'm gonna just take an easy day.
Okay. We'll be back later.
Alright.
Deidre, do you want to come to the guild?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. Finishes up breakfast. Does Ash finally eat my cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just asking.
So, you finish eating up your hearty breakfast meal.
Mm-hmm.
You get everything ready to go to the guild.
I'm on the wrong page.
You
Wrong character.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next character. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was going to work on it, and then I forgot.
you walk to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Right as you're walking up,
Oh.
And I think he beat us to it.
Shit. Does that mean there's something?
Side of the little thing.
Is it Zorlin?
it's Dugan.
Oh, it's Dugan.
Dugan? Thank God. Okay. Hello, Dugan. What do you want?
I came to bring you your funds back after the canceled reward.
That's much appreciated.
Did you
yeah.
actually get him back yet?
Yes, we did.
Points.
Well,
He was the one that opened the door.
yeah, I opened the door.
Oh, I'm sorry. Through the little ice, it's hard to tell which of the kobolds it is. You got so many running around here.
Yeah.
Forgive me. There's not enough detail to tell by the eyes.
He's the only sandstone colored one.
Yeah, and I can't really see his scales. I only see the eyes. There are several that look close to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for bringing this back.
Not a problem. And he hands it. So, how is everything going?
It's going well.
It's going.
Did you enjoy time with your... I hear you got stuck on your home mountain. Did you enjoy time with your family?
I was in a crate for us a bit. So,
Long story.
Long story.
Yeah, we're planning to visit there again at some point.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Non-Cratefield reunion.
Yes.
I'm sure they would appreciate it. I'm sure you would enjoy that.
Not being in a wooden
Yeah.
crate.
Yeah.
That must have been horrible, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. Well, if there's anything else you need, please let me know. Otherwise, I will be back on my way. I am about to have to travel to Doggo for some business, but thought I'd stop by on the way to deliver this. So,
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
my pleasure. Did I earlier hear kids play in the back, by the way?
Oh yes, we found some runaway orphans.
Ah. Fair enough.
Before we go?
That would be something we do before we go.
Yeah, because we could talk to the guild if they want to find people. They might know people.
Yeah, let's go talk to the kids.
Yeah, currently we're running an impromptu home for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's mighty kind of you all. Is there anything you would need from the city or anything that you could do to help?
Other
Taking
than
care of orphans. Very
Maybe
noble
possible
cause.
people who might want to adopt them, but we want to talk to them before we do that. So.
Alright.
we'll let the city know for
Yeah.
Alright. I will.
if they want.
I'll send word that you may be inquiring or may not, and apprise them of what's going on. This way,
Unless you know
understand.
somebody who's good at therapy.
Or
Or if you know any
I,
nearby.
I'm going to assume that they have been through a rather traumatic experience then.
Very.
Yes.
Okay.
And it might be good.
To get somebody from you not to?
Other than
Was
the
it
smoke powder.
Yeah.
the orphanage they ran away from that was the problem, if I may ask?
We
or-
don't know. They ran away.
Yeah.
So we found them at around a halfway point.
So they haven't opened up to you much then?
We haven't had really much of a chance to talk to them.
Yeah. We've
Okay.
had a lot going on.
We've been a bit
Yeah.
busy with other matters.
Yeah.
Fair enough. A lot all going on at once, I'd say, yeah. Well, if you need anything, please send word and I will do as
Alright.
my best to help where I'm able.
Thank you.
And he walks on back. You, I'm guessing, go talk to the kids real quick?
Yeah.
Alright. What do you do?
I'm trying to tell them the full truth.
You do them? Or
Yeah,
because,
anyone.
of course. Why would we tell them the truth and that?
Obviously, we get arrested.
Yeah.
But
To be fair, I don't think we really should, but
morality and the law
Did
see
it-
very differently.
I know.
They're not always eye to eye.
That's true.
Do we know the kids' names or anything?
Um,
Walks over. Hi.
Hey, you're the
Yeah. Can you,
nice lady who saved us.
Yeah. Can you gather everybody up real quick?
Yeah. She goes and grabs some. Others and brings them up real quick.
So we've been meaning to talk to you all to figure out what you guys want to do. It's okay if you don't know right now, but if you want to find homes with people who want to take care of you.
Not
and-
that we don't want to.
Yes, it's not that we don't want to.
One of the older kids would probably perk up and say, well, I mean, I think we all would love to find somewhere that wants us.
It's
Mainly, we just wanted out of that situation.
Not, no, I know exactly what you mean.
And
It's not that we don't want you, it's just I don't think we'd be the best for you right now.
We're not the best parental figures.
No.
You're adventurers. You're going to be going on dangerous quests all the time. You might have the financial ability to do it, but you really couldn't be here to take care of us.
Not easily, no.
We'll take care of you as long as you're here. Anything you need is fine.
Us and the smoke powder.
Yeah. And the kobolds.
And the kobolds.
And the 47 kobolds.
But you don't need to worry about not having a place.
That I'm not worried
I want to make that clear. You're safe here for as long as you want.
I don't know, Danger. You're the only one that can fit in those tunnels.
What?
Other than the children.
What is going on? What did he say?
We have 47 kobolds, unless more came along.
I don't know. You need to take inventory. We can't go
You
down
might
there.
want to go take a head count while we do this.
A little bit. And ask maybe if there's a hatchery or something. You just might want to check.
I'll go.
Maybe go flirt a flower. Go have a fun time.
I'll go do a head count.
Who do you go find in particular? Anyone in particular? Or?
Just out. Basically, just perimeter check.
Hmm.
And then the
And then
tunnels check.
tunnels check.
So in the several months that you've had these kobolds,
Smells like
several of them have had children.
Oh. Great.
Not very surprising at this point, based on
like goddamn rabbits. So
yeah. So they're very active in having. There's a
half of them we got from fucking orgies.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
There's probably like 20 infants as well now.
20. That's 60.
60 some
I need like an exact number.
He's
23.
keeping track. Fuck.
Huh?
23 to be exact.
God.
Infants, kobolds, plus the 47.
So that's
70.
70.
Jesus Christ.
We have a colony of 70 damn kobolds under
Our house.
Well, no matter how many kids eventually end up here, there's always going to be people to take care of them.
Yeah. Including kobolds.
Yep.
God.
Yep.
How many of each?
Or are they still too young to
Are they still
identify?
too tall? Young.
They'd have to be relatively newborn if they're infants still.
Yeah. It's probably been
old age very quickly.
Yeah.
it's probably been a few weeks since most of them have been burned. Seems to be about half of them
Might have already been
being.
pregnant.
Um,
We got them.
Fuck it. Even or odd?
Odd.
Odd.
Even. So there's gonna be more girls than there are boys by one.
Okay.
So it kind of evens out because we already have more men than women anyway
Yep.
in the colony. So
As long as the underground of our house is sustainable enough for this amount, it's good.
they're kobolds. They make relatively decent structure. They live in them. So
I don't know, just like,
and I mean they can also be up in the surface
I
as
presume
well.
we have a lot of general land.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
They have a lot of area for them to just kind of walk up around,
Yeah.
stretch,
Also, they can go deeper.
go deeper.
Yeah. I'm just being.
Because you're on the top of a mountain, so
They
you've
can
got
also,
good.
make houses if
Yeah.
they want.
I'll take that. We don't care.
They, as long as they check with us first, we'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
And they're aware of that.
Just
So-
Danger come back and report how many kobolds.
So you all are trying with the kids.
28.
What?
37 females, 28 males. Is our current count.
How many did we start with?
37 total.
47.
47.
How many
47
did we
total.
have to start?
47.
20,
We had
26.
47 to start.
20.
You now have 70.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So they've been a bit busy.
20,
26
That is true.
No one to talk?
26 females,
Well, same
16
Oh,
males.
no, still.
So,
So,
They are aware of the housing capabilities, right?
yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure they remember the housing agreement.
We need to add the other people that aren't kobolds or a statue.
Or a schizophrenic statue, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we do a schizophrenic statue.
Yeah.
Not even really
statue.
schizophrenic, it's
Just-
just like
Same.
statue of poetry.
Yeah.
Statue foresight.
But yeah,
It's a statue of foresight, but cryptic poetry.
would you?
cryptic in given in the form of cryptic poems.
I want a question
So
for
we
kids.
got-
Oh, after.
Miss
And the mirror that lets you see how you die is soon. So I think.
8 kids, 3 tieflings.
Hold on. Give me a moment.
No, 2 tieflings.
2 tieflings? I thought it-
2
oh.
tieflings, 3 changelings.
You get the feeling that the kids would probably be better off and happier at an actual orphanage,
Oh,
or being adopted out if you're able to get that done sooner.
that's what we're gonna try. to
But you know, just like
do.
That's why we asked them before we went to
I
the
don't feel
guild.
comfortable bringing another orphanage, though.
That is true.
if it's a better one, if it's an
The
actual
problem
good
is
safe
just with
one.
what they show is very different than what happens on
I
the
know.
inside.
And
But you know what to look for.
We also have a really stealthy rogue.
What is... You're talking about yourself in the third person.
That and Lorna. But,
To be fair, I can also stealth with the best of them as well, so...
yes, whenever it's nighttime.
No, I'm pretty good at it when it's daytime, too.
I'm giving you shit, but yes.
I know.
It's easier for you at night.
It is easier for me at night.
I
but
could just pretend
You
to
could
be a
probably
child.
masquerade as a child.
Yeah.
I just rather than be happy. I want them
A
to
very volatile and mature child.
I want them to be able to forget all of this and what happened.
That makes it entirely. I said volatile and what, reason? Responsible?
Mature.
Mature.
Oh, I said mature. Not immature.
I just want them to forget this ever
If
happened.
it was immature, that's just a regular child.
yeah.
Volatile and immature. Daedra is volatile, but somewhat mature.
Yeah.
So anyway, you kind of get the idea that it's just like, unless you're going to actually set up full-on personnel to care for them on site,
Easy, but
I mean, we have
we have the personnel.
the personnel,
but actually establish it officially.
but having it like sanctioned by the city and shit.
I wouldn't be that hard.
That is true.
They're not opposed to staying here. They know you'll take care of them,
And we
but
have the,
they want to make sure that they, you know,
they
like,
get the help the city will provide.
yeah.
I don't mind if
Eight.
something were to be set up here in
2
Waldo.
tieflings, 3 changelings,
2
two
Asmars
Asimars,
and
and
a
it's a
tabaxi.
backseat.
So.
I
what
don't
was the
care.
numbers?
2 tieflings.
50.
Your changelings.
Give me a
Give
moment.
him a
Oh
second
my
to type.
god.
He's typing it.
He's making a master list.
God damn.
He's taking notes.
You need mental notes.
Kinda.
Yeah. We remember most shit.
I mean, we're the ones that remember how many kids there were. 3
Yeah.
changelings.
And Raven.
2 Asimar. And a tabaxi.
These may not be the only kids that we were here.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on.
That and also if there's not like an orphanage in the city, then it'd be a good way to have just a relatively local work.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's actually a couple orphanages in the city.
Those would have to be heavily vetted before even would even come close to trusting that.
Also, you know, they're in the middle of a city,
Yeah.
so they're less likely to be
But yeah, they
oppressive.
I know.
if they can find one that you all know is not going to be like that, they'd probably be open to it. But for the most part, just find them homes.
That's what we're gonna try to do.
Well, we
but
will sanction
basically
it
you're
as
gonna-
probably an orphanage, so they can get some extra help from like the city.
Yeah.
But also allow people to, you know, legally adopt them.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, it's not like we can't build more houses.
That is true.
But I'm presuming
I mean,
this house
Danger
was,
can steal more houses.
I'm presuming this house was pretty damn large. It's being a noble's house, so.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And Miss
So-
Smoke Powder is mostly the head matron. You have probably a few kobolds helping.
Oh yeah. There's definitely plenty of people to help with it. And then
It's not
also
that they don't have proper care. It's more of we aren't here
we're
like,
not
ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also relatively well defended.
Yep. To be fair, I wouldn't, if anybody would fuck with this place, I think they'd be crazy after what happened to the mob. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm just saying, somebody gotta be pretty dumb to roll up here and be like, oh hey, I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
that's accurate,
they don't
that's
know,
accurate.
They don't know what we still have or don't.
Yeah, most of the traps are disabled or
Yep. No, we do have the
Gone.
trebuchets.
we do sell the trebuchets.
Yeah,
And the
so.
artillery guns.
And the artillery
Are
guns.
probably
And the equivalent of
Orc
barbed wire made of knives
Yeah.
if, with rings. Because the mob rings had knives in them.
Yeah.
Or it could extend into knives.
But at some point, we'll speak with the city and the guild too, see what.
I would probably just say speak with the city first, then speak with the guild.
Yeah.
Since the city is going to be more likely to,
Do that, okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Since that's probably going to be easier
Yeah.
All right, so
than
you
convincing the guild to take on 8 children.
get your cart ready to go into town.
Cart.
Yeah, imagine that's
Yeah.
what you used to go to and from town all the
You
time.
don't usually walk. That's a long way to walk.
I figured we normally walked.
No, usually you take your cart,
Oh well shit, okay.
Usually, like,
especially if you have a lot of goods you're grabbing.
Except if Ash is going to leave me behind and fly.
but we usually take a cart for
Okay.
supply runs and stuff.
Yeah.
And we might get supplies for like food, stuff like that.
Honestly, that's probably a good idea. Just to make sure it's all stocked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um.
for some reason, our trip to the guild goes completely sideways.
So you get your cart
Honestly,
hooked up
it could
and all.
just not, and there may not just be anything.
Pull it out.
Like, I know out of game that that's something, but like,
Right
he may
now?
not do it.
He may not.
Although knowing him, he probably will.
Probably will. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but
Trauma exists.
Yep.
Gym 2.
It was just an
Real
idea,
shit.
so
It's like, oh, regular character development? Ah, sweet. Trauma? Really?
Trauma cell though.
Yeah.
and then
I didn't know what we're gonna do after this, so
if it doesn't fit in, it don't fit in.
I mean, honestly, I love when we went from like dungeons to burning down a damn orphanage.
it fits for these characters.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
And Daedro, I don't think he has any complaints about it either. So
No, I don't think so either.
yeah. For these two, it's like a date at this point.
It was a date.
It was a date. It really was a date, though.
You
Yeah.
get your
Any type of
carriage out and pull it out of the spot.
relationship, character development is just like ruined sometimes. So
Yeah. What is it ruined for?
you know, because of him.
I'm being smart.
Yeah. Why is it ruined?
Yeah, because somebody doesn't know it.
You know, he's doing it on purpose. He knows the. He knows the
Well, better.
If the
But
cameras
it's still
can't see
funny.
it, is it?
There's a camera looking right at him as he's playing it at me.
Well, they won't see me point it.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna.
Yeah.
Kate, you are really having a stretch there, for the record.
What?
You are leaning way to the side for
You
that.
are. You really are.
What?
You still see your arm.
Okay.
Now you see my hand blocking the camera now. They'll see the dart come at me when I hit in the face.
That's why she
They'll know it's you.
Yeah, I know, but it's much funnier to hit him in the face.
You shoot him in the dick, it hurts.
And that's why I
I'm
had
gonna be
the
very
protection.
quiet because you don't know what I'm gonna say. I have to find it first.
God damn!
Sorry.
Holy shit!
Sorry.
Christ almighty! My God!
Sorry. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I have no idea, so, you know.
Not like you would.
No, so, you know, I'm going to just be a dick.
Yeah, I think you would have been past that, Kate.
Why are you getting so offended, Jim, too?
I feel like someone's compensating for
A little
something.
bit.
That is just. Oh.
I don't know why you're getting so sensitive about it.
Giant eye laces weekend.
They just hear a loud ping.
But seriously, it doesn't seem like he's getting a little upset about it.
No! Any guy would
I
be
know.
like, ow! That isn't
Just my pride.
level!
Why would that hurt your pride?
Some men are self-conscious about it. Also,
I know.
holy shit, Gabe, shoot him with
I
this
take it as laughter.
You-
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to threaten.
I'm not serious
retaliation.
about it.
That is just solid plastic.
What?
That shit is just
Oh, yeah, that would hurt.
nothing but plastic.
Sorry.
Intrusive thoughts. No, the bat!
Here's one too. The one I loaded was also solid plastic.
To be fair, it was funny.
Why does this one keep bouncing back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing does.
Yeah.
Let's get a ring that real quick.
And miss apparently.
No, it didn't fire. Two-factor authentication.
I gotta like confirm the shot.
Jesus!
I think that's more like confirm the crit.
That definitely crit. Shit.
Ping!
Gotta confirm the
Batman!
Like I said, confirm the crit after that.
That was loud.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The mic probably picked it up too.
Definitely picked
now,
it
why
up.
would you go left? I was dead on, and it just went left.
When.
Okay. You're
Okay.
closer. That
I
doesn't
thought you didn't
count.
shoot me for real.
Gotta confirm the crit.
I actually have restrain when we're streaming not to actually do it.
I haven't done it.
Okay, we kind of instigated it. She was gonna be like, oh, I was gonna say something, but I won't. But we're like, what?
That's fine first.
Another reason why I didn't actually shoot you. But
I didn't
still.
blame you if you did.
Yes. Gabe. Dark.
I mean, it works in the flywheel.
Yeah.
It's not like I stopped after I said
Yeah,
it.
chop it in half.
Yeah. We need like 2 darts.
Alright. So.
Oh my god.
You all get the card out.
Yep.
And you're about to actually head out. You're all in it, everything ready to go. And you see
The launch is starting. British slang. Don't worry about it.
Zerlin walk up.
I was going for the fucking library. You
I
ass.
know.
Well, there goes our plans.
On your way somewhere, I see?
Yes,
Where to?
this city hall.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Not
at
your
8.
business.
We're trying to figure out. So,
You sure about that? Is it referencing to the children?
yes.
Then actually might be, considering what I just discovered based on what you've asked me to look
Dear
into.
God, what did you find?
Fuck. What did you find?
I've looked into the records of the orphanage you got them from.
Wait. Records. We burned the fucking ground.
That doesn't mean that there weren't still records. Records can be kept elsewhere. Also, he can fucking scry. I think he can also probably see in the past.
Point.
No, but I have mending.
Or he can do that.
That way.
And we load up.
Takes a long ass time, but it works.
Or we did do it well enough and he's just petty. Or more so. Not petty. Thorough.
Also, when did you target my gun and start shooting things?
Huh?
I'm joking, as
Where's that word?
that's great.
I finally got through all my reserve ammo.
Yes. What did you find?
The fact that that worked.
Also, Azriel's gonna walk over to you and just be like,
Well,
That's fine.
I don't like your
definitely a cult mentality, considering that they were part of one.
What?
Of course.
What?
Cult.
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 It's a fucking cult.
Branch of a cult. They're not even the head one.
Oh,
You meaning there's
Christ.
more?
Well, let's go burn down more orphanages.
Based on what I could find
Morrison.
thus far, I expect another 20.
Another
Probably
20
more.
orphanages or 20 members?
Branches like that.
That shit lobs.
There's more? This isn't done?
Well, there goes our plans. Danger, we're blowing shit up.
Yippee.
Or we might be.
We're blowing
So-
shit up.
Well, we don't know where it is, so we can't.
I need to ask a question very seriously.
What?
Have you decided what you're going to do with the kids?
We were going to either make this an official orphanage, our building, or scout out a different orphanage in the city.
Or find them homes. They
or
want to find
them
homes.
forever homes.
Yeah. They won't be good with us. Long term. I don't think.
Also, there could be a lot more now.
I mean, there's currently 23 extra small kobolds. So.
All kobolds are small.
Yes, but
Allow me to
I get
accompany
what
you to
you
the city
mean.
They
hall.
want parents, Daedra.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be good parents for them.
Allow me to accompany you to city hall.
Okay, we were going to.
Yes.
What do you suggest?
I think you making an orphanage here is probably the best plan. The amount of time it will take to confirm the security of other orphanages is more energy than you would.
That is true. It would
Then
take
what-
me about a month to sleuth it out.
And in that time, we could be knocking them down quite a bit. I'd rather deal with Hardy Blow and make sure we can do it quick and get them out of harm's way sooner rather
I
than
should
later.
probably talk to Miss Smokepower about how she feels about that as well.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, because it is her house. We could have them build another place if we needed to. If she didn't want it.
I feel like she would be fine with it.
Okay. I know, but we did offer her that house, so we probably.
That is true.
You want to do that first before we go to City Hall real quick?
We might as well since we're still here.
Yeah. She's not let go. She's not let go.
Zerlin walks with you all to the back house real quick. You talk with her. I mean, a few kids is one thing, but a lot of them, that's another story.
Don't forget you will be getting help from all the kobolds and
Yes.
approved by the city, those going
But
to be
I'm
all
old.
people.
I don't got that much energy
We
in me.
can hire more people to help you.
There'll be plenty of people to take care of them. And if you want a different house separate, we can have something made.
I could use my own space.
Okay.
We can get them on that right now. So
Zerlin perks up. Might be good to have an actual therapist for several staff members.
yeah.
We can recognize the trauma and deal with it
Well, they never got.
at all levels. I personally would suggest at bare minimum, the highest rank should be one.
That's my car, I think. Actually, my keys and locked it. So it's
Oh.
fine.
Meh, whatever.
Well, if you can find somebody, that'd be great. We need to get this set up quickly.
I have a contact I can trust.
We'll go get it sanctioned by the city.
Yeah.
I'll come with you to do that because I'll also be personally investing in this myself.
Zerlin, we need the ability to do what we need to do. You
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Don't worry, the Members Guild will
Free reign?
the Chaos Goblin Adventurers Guild will have your back.
Free reign. Deja, free reign.
Oh yeah.
Kids out first.
Obviously.
Then they fucking pay.
Free reign.
Does that mean there's more of those things out there? Zerlin?
Sadly.
Okay.
There's a reason I am personally going to be investing in your all's options here. There are resources I have that will make it easier to care for the sheer number you're going to have to deal with eventually. I will be sending...
When is it ever?
I will be pulling personal favors with the artificers of the guild and having them come to personally build the orphanage.
Let me guess, you're going to make it a fortress.
It is going to be far more than this, of
We
course.
should talk more about this too, because we might be going for a while.
I
I have a feeling
am...
Deja is going to be just as protected, if not a little bit more.
Can we... And Zerlin, can you make sure there's somebody here at the house when we're here? Just somebody to make sure she's gonna be okay later on medically.
I can get someone.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's much appreciated.
So we're probably going to be gone a while.
Pretty sure I have...
I hate to leave it like that.
I know. I don't like it either.
It's just what we have to do for this. It's
For now, let's go to the
everyone.
City Hall, get the paperwork in order,
That is done with.
and then I will get on to...
Yeah.
And then we can go to the guild and get the rest of the supplies and people from there.
Yeah.
Depending on who's still alive and the criminal on the ground, I might be able to pull a few strings as well.
Yeah, we need to talk to Atticus too. He could probably take care of some of this too. He's pretty good on his own.
There is definitely the Mouth Street urchins, and probably that would help give them sanctuary.
place, we'll be fine.
I will. Zerlin looks at you and says, I am personally going to guarantee you will be capable of keeping all the kids you find, however long you need to.
You don't have to talk to more children. I'm so joking. I'm so joking.
Zilla, I'm going to fall back a bit and leave trail for those that know these camp to find their way here, if they wish.
Don't have them meet here.
Obviously not. I'll have them meet in a safe location that you want to, if you wish for me to disclose.
Keep with us and I'll show you where I want you to send them to.
Alright. And then I'm assuming someone is going to, from the guild, is going to pick them up from there. Obviously, I'm not going to leave Thieves' Cant promising sanctuary straight to our house. That's just begging for trouble.
Okay.
It's better to live in the middle of a forest. A dark alley.
He shows you an area as he takes a very weird route back to town. This field here.
Okay.
He finds a stone and he marks it.
How many? So we said 20 different.
As we make the rest of our way into the town, Ash is going to start leaving every now and then script of Thieves' Camp.
We said 20 more. What did we say again? 20 more what?
20 more orphanages
Okay.
at least.
Are we gonna try and hit them all at once, or is this like a series thing? Like where we go?
No, I think we found our new objectives
Yeah, I
for
know.
arcs,
Okay.
aka story plot.
Yeah.
We're
It almost feels like we're building an army.
well, this is more like whenever the mob was attacking us kind
Yeah.
of levels.
We're preparing for.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We're preparing for what's to come.
In town,
Defensive.
I'm gonna stop by the bearded lady and
Yes.
I'm gonna get Atticus, just so he's another good person to help with us.
Maybe not with us, but he can
You
help
would see
down.
Ash dip into a few alleys,
Mhm.
talk to some random people in Thieves' Camp,
Mhm.
and just basically saying, spread the word. Basically to any like younger children that look to be street urchins that know Thieves' Camp. Spread the word, spread
Yep.
the message, follow the signs.
You do so. You do so.
Quick stop to the bearded lady just to get out of here. That's about it.
Yep.
Just like Atticus,
Yeah.
You update him on the situation real quick.
Yeah.
yeah, as we're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Yep. You then, with Zerlin, go to City Hall.
Ash is basically taking you through Salam's area first.
Mhm.
Main meeting grounds for urchins, stuff like that, and then basically making a beeline to them.
Yeah.
It's just City Hall.
So you get to City Hall.
You'd see him leave like a couple of marks near City Hall, in case people, in case some people aren't in the slums area.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go into City Hall. The only big honcho of the council that's really
Not
there,
incarcerated.
that is there currently and able to help, is Jim 2 Hogue, and he looks at you and says, "What can I do for y'all?"
We'd like to sanction an orphanage.
And yeah.
And he just looks at Zerlin up behind you and is like, and I'm guessing you're here to sponsor said orphanage, Zerlin? Or sorry, wrong voice. And I'm guessing you're here to sponsor said orphanage,
Yeah, I don't know
Zerlin?
why you did a voice for that.
I don't know why either. Anyway, Zerlin's just like, yep.
well do you know the orphanages in town?
Not very.
Hmm.
I do regular reports with them, but I can't say I'm very in depth on the knowledge on what goes behind the scenes.
All right.
They pass muster with the reports, and that's as far as I can.
Have you done any
No.
medical checks on any of the children?
They all seem to be passing whenever I've sent in the.
Any body physicals, anything?
How
Yeah, all part of
closely
it.
does look?
Well, since you're about to be having to do it, he shows you what they have to pass. With what he shows you, they'd have to see the brand.
Okay.
There's no way to hide it.
Okay.
At least the ones in town might be okay. Not for keeping what you said.
Zerlin looks it over, assuming that there's not. Zerlin looks at him and says, "Is it always the same clerics who go to each one, or do you change it up? We have a random blind assortment." Where do you get the clerics from? The temple has volunteers who offer to come.
Which temple?
They come from different faiths,
I am curious about one
but
thing.
the temple here in town.
I'm curious
That's
about
what
one
all-
thing. The inspections, do they all happen roughly the same day, same week, or are they at random?
Random. Some are spot, some are periodical, at least once a year.
Do you know of any checks that are coming up soon? We're wanting to meet some of the clerics and let them know that we're starting
Yeah.
an orphanage.
It's a very odd request from those who are supposed to be looked at with
We're going into philanthropy.
a level of distrust to start with from the clerics. The clerics fully trusted the people. It might cause problems. I want them to be neutral and have no bias in it.
We're not trying to create any bias. We're just letting them know that there's going to be a new orphanage.
And at that point, it's not something I would want you interacting with them on to let them know. We'll do that when we have it up and running. That would be our responsibility, not yours. Zerlin will speak up and say, "Private room, soundproof, anti-spy. I know you have one in the back."
Well, that changes things.
Yep.
Jim 2 looks at him with a glare.
Jerlyn, are you worried about people spying on us?
Always be worried about that.
Yeah, I know. Has anybody been?
What I'm about to say, I do not want
I know.
any chances on.
Do you know if anybody's been scrying on us? I'm wanting to make sure the house is safe. Is that a concern? That's what I'm asking.
Not currently.
Good.
We haven't started anything, so no.
Well, we kind of did.
We haven't officially started anything.
Officially.
Meaning they can't legally do anything about it.
They want to use legal means first off. Second, and all you've done is a personal vendetta. No lead to believe they're going to continue on it. Or that you're
Good.
aware.
I just wanted to make sure.
However, future that may change. Hence why I'm getting individuals on the plans. Now, are we able to meet in such space, Jim 2? Jim 2 looks at Zerl and says, "Alright, let's go." Leads you all to a very secure bunker.
I wonder.
It is 4
Daedro.
feet
Fucking
of
Christ.
adamantium
Okay.
on all four,
1 inch of
all six
lead
sides.
is enough to stop most forms of communication. communication. So
You also see a bunch of rooms on the doors. Zerlin looks them
imagine
over.
there's probably also a Faraday cage
Mm-hmm.
built into the wall.
Good. I only have to cast one other spell to be feeling confident.
What? Zone of Truth. Yeah.
Walks in. Nope, I can't cast that one.
That's a cleric thing. I found that.
He casts a spell. Once you're in and sealed, it says he casts his own non-detection spell.
Oh, zone of non-detection. That works. That works too. Seeing
Which-
is, I think, an object, right?
What is zone of non-detection?
Prevents any type of magical detection.
That's
by
right.
any means. Mostly by divination.
Mm.
But I believe it's by any
Yeah.
means, so.
Pretty much. But with what he's done, you basically can tell that this place is. Ginger's isn't like that is so over the top. That has been done so many times. But whatever. Okay. What is so secretive that you're adding a spell onto our work here?
Is it what we think it is,
Zerlin then looks at him and says, pulls out, reaches into his bag on his left hip, pulls out a book, hands it to Jimto. Jimto takes it, spends a bit of time reading it, closes it, sets it down on the table. Zerlin picks it back up, puts it into his bag of holding. Jimto takes his glasses off and is just, oh my god. God damn it. All white. Fucking hells. And you are planning on taking them all out, aren't you?
I mean, we have proof of it happening.
If I get a chance.
Proof. Beyond what's in that report, that's got proof.
We have physical proof as well.
That is also physical proof.
That is true.
Because it's physical.
More,
Well, it's not the originals,
Physical.
but it's got the
More proof.
quotations from the
don't
originals
have
and
to if you don't
comics.
want to.
It's fine.
I mean, they're branding the kids.
They are.
Shows the brand. I'm one of the kids.
Oh, that is nasty. Oh my god.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive to you. But the thought of that happening to a kid is just,
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
oh.
I was 4 when I got mine.
I'm going to try not to lose my lunch here, but that's going to take a bit of work.
At least you're somewhat fire resistant.
Still hope it helped.
Well, I imagine so. Can't imagine.
That probably only made
kids
it
that don't
worse.
have it.
That's true.
They probably had to get it hotter because of that. Oh god, I don't want to think about that.
Did you hear about the orphanage that broke down in
Zofia,
Sophia?
that was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was you all?
Not directly saying it.
I don't have
It's done.
this meeting officially never talked about that.
It's done.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if it was us or not. It's done.
Fair point.
It's,
There's kids staying at our place that are from there.
all we did was save the children. We didn't do anything. It must have been someone leaving an alcohol or something.
Yep.
Come on.
That was
I can't make any guarantees.
Personally, I'm hoping you actually burnt it down because I'd rather hear.
Oh, we
know
did.
that.
If you're wanting that, yes, we did. We made it look like an
definitely did.
accident.
I figured because they said it was some accident.
Zerlin, did you do anything? What else I gave you?
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
Please tell me you destroyed it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
Oh, that, yes.
Also,
Either way, destroy it.
no,
It's
there might
evidence.
Be, there might be use in it. Knowledge.
One problem with what we're hoping for. It's not possible to get the information and keep it repeating without recording it somehow prior.
What do you mean?
You only get 5 questions ever.
Why not just bring her back and force her to tell you? It's not like you guys can't do that.
Or whatever the first level one.
I know. She can.
Magic major.
I sent Kaishun. I had to send Kaishun to the Hells actually for that information. She was not willing to come back.
Damn bad. I would have wanted a second shot at her.
No, we should.
What?
You'll get more than a second shot.
Oh, not specifically her.
Oh. Kaijun made sure to
Say hello for us.
worsen her fate in the Hells.
Good.
She had a little bit of joy.
Oh,
Ah.
we can't have that. Moving on.
She was possibly on the rank of
That's
becoming
so
an
weird.
actual devil. Kaijun intervened.
As long as she's
It's amazing how connected he is in the Hells.
As long as she's suffering forever, I don't
Most of
care.
the guild should be really well connected in the
To
house.
be fair, that's true.
Some more than others, but Kaijun especially.
As long as she's suffering for.
I mean, literally any of them can call in a favor and
Yeah.
that would happen.
As long as she's suffering forever,
Five
I
of
don't
them,
care.
Depending on who has the specific magic item.
So we were able to get
Can't
information
just
out
be
of
like,
it, is what you're
hey.
saying.
friend. And then
Oh, that was sick on her as well.
What?
Cloak.
Oh.
in the cloak.
Zerlin looks and says,
I think it was Billy.
there is a particular pit fiend that I have been granted the true name of that is now personally making sure they can't ever claim the
And
rings.
you know, the soul broker of fucking Asmodeus himself.
Yeah.
That also helps.
I also have Asmodeus' personal soul broker. Making sure
I
to
can think
lower
of
her value.
A death claw that'd be more than happy to have a fun time.
That's more war, not political.
Just rip and shred. She'll fix herself.
It's political though, not
Eh,
that.
she wouldn't complain either way.
Yeah, but the point is,
There.
I'm also playing
there are plenty of people down there that are insuring.
not
Occasionally thrown into the abyss.
Just
Just as long as she's
The
suffering.
IRS!
yeah.
An ill rigger that is literally just an IRS agent.
Well, the way I'm thinking of it is less of a taxes and more of a, are you absolutely certain you're keeping up your end of the deal? But more physical. As in beating your ass.
Just as long as she suffers, I don't care. But now,
She's in the hell, she will.
That'd be funny.
Now we need to make a lot of other people suffer. Yes.
I've had some new ideas for.
What if we do?
I think
what
I
if they
do
just
too.
put her in a box? Just
What's your ideas?
big enough to like.
I'd rather not make the poor nobleman lose his
Oh, I'm
lunch.
not even telling you later.
What if they just?
Anyway, Jim looks. Moving on.
Solitary
That's
confinement.
honestly more for your benefit than my sanity.
Solitary
I
confinement.
don't think you really care telling people what you might do to people.
I'd rather not make him lose his lunch.
I appreciate that.
Why
So,
not?
moving on.
Solitary confinement. No sound.
A silence spell.
The city will make sure.
Permanent silent spell. No like.
Do you have any
I will-
psychiatrists
Yeah.
that are up for hire?
I'm gonna do some hella vetting on them.
Huh?
Zerlin speaks up and says, I know a few.
Those kids need somebody to talk to.
There are some in Waterdeep. I'm sure we'll be willing to move out this way for that.
Good.
That is probably true.
Yeah.
They're honestly getting tired of the constant reconstruction of certain parts.
What, the entire city?
Yeah, the entire city, other than the graveyard.
Other than the graveyard.
Oddly enough.
The only place that hasn't had to be
And
rebuilt
in that one range.
is the fucking graveyard.
And a random-ass tavern.
Yeah. And that a random tavern.
Eat the drunken clam. Clam.
Time.
Clam.
Time.
Yeah. It's a dude named Clam that they found
Oh, yeah.
on the thing. Yes, they made the drunken clam, but instead of clam, it's clam.
Okay.
An NPC in Waterdeep.
Mm.
Like a random bald dude named Clam
Okay.
that they named after.
Okay.
Well known for its ghost barkeeper. Because they managed to tame the spirit instead of exorcise it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh,
What happened?
How long is it gonna take to get this set up?
you're like,
And how long is it gonna take the artificer?
The official paperwork,
That was like the only time.
I don't care if it's official or not.
it'll take about a week or so, 10 days or so to get it officially going.
yeah.
You'll be able to preemptively start effectively once you've got it filled out. So today,
Oh, that's not what
Um,
I'm talking about.
as far as any building of construction, I cannot tell you. Looks like Zone's got a plan on that, and that's
I feel like that's going to get done in maybe a day.
Yeah.
With how determined he is.
Zerlin, how quickly can we get started?
3 days.
Okay. That's the soonest?
That I would recommend. Give yourself 3 days to prepare for what we're about to do.
Okay.
My first suggestion is get the house built, get set up, get staffing in order. That'll probably take about 3 days at least.
Yeah, I was going to say that's mostly you.
In that time, you all should get ready for whatever you're going to be doing
Make the house
for the
tremble.
first one.
Make them more populated.
Well, I know there's 20 orphanages, but is that it? There's nothing else.
I haven't been able to officially conclude there's only 20.
Do we
I've
know,
only confirmed there is 20.
Do we know where they're
Not
at?
that there's no more.
What is this cult following, by the way?
Miracle. And with that, Jim just goes, what?
What?
Miracle.
Yep.
What are they?
Real
What are they
quick.
trying to do? Do you know?
I was not really there.
Why are they doing this, kids? I mean, there's no good why.
How do you spell it?
Miracle. Myrkul. God of Death.
Oh.
Oh. Why the God of Death? That a game. Oh. Okay.
That's cool. So you're saying the cult worships the Lord of Bones?
Yep.
Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this to kids?
This is a pretty radical group, even for miracles. Normal followers. They believe that in doing so, with enough pain, suffering, and ultimately death from this,
It's like an elevator, but okay. She's
They-
not an evil deity, though. That's the problem.
Who doesn't think it's called corrupt her?
You know.
Good vision of what-
Yeah. I think that's why I don't want to get hurt.
It's funny that in movies, most of the time, a god of death is seen as evil.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, most of the time, they're just
Chill.
chill. Like,
Hades.
Kalimvor is a neutral version, neutral god of death, for example, yeah.
yeah. And Anubis,
But what is their goal in this? Why torture people
mythologically
and
accurate.
brand them?
Those are
Because if they are able to resurrect their god, they will use those individuals as sacrifice.
We're sacrifices.
You are not a sacrifice.
That's what they want.
Brand.
You're branded as one, but you are not one.
Now, mind you, even amongst miracle followers, this is a very extreme group. One might even argue they don't truly follow miracle.
Also, maybe the is better. She was the lady.
Yeah, I'm not sure about so far. And no other one more. And then I found something that was like brand.
The brand they would put on you would be a very specialized design of a white skull
Okay.
crying tears of blood,
That's great.
referring to their particular cult.
Oh, you went on the same website as I did?
So what you're saying is everybody with this brand is a sacrifice or could be sacrificed?
They spoke with tears of blood.
Intended to be sacrificed one day.
Great.
However, if their goal fails, no one gets sacrificed.
It's gonna fucking
It's even funnier.
fail. Mm-hmm. So 3 days. Then we go.
Yep.
Do we know all of the orphanages, or are we still figuring that out?
Still combine the details.
Fine. We'll wait 3 days.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah? Not intentional.
I'd have to ask him about that. Atticus's title.
Is the
Title is the
Reaper,
Reaper,
and
and that's also a title of Miracle.
that would be really fucked.
That would be fun.
To be fair, I think he's in here with us.
No,
No.
not currently.
He was asked probably way outside.
The thing is, I don't know if my character would know that though.
we don't. Well, our characters don't. We do.
Yeah.
Ash only called him Lord of Bones because that's the second
Mm-hmm.
one, and it's easier to say than Crown Prince of Merkhold.
I mean, we could treat it as like something like as just a coincidence, or
It's probably a coincidence.
It's really up to Jim too, honestly, because I gave him money.
That's why I said it's probably a coincidence.
probably depends on what he does.
So,
Well, you also said it was a radicalized version of that cult too, so there's nothing saying that deity is even involved with them. They might just,
cults don't have to worship
yeah,
the deity, they just have to worship the image of the deity they perceive
yeah.
as true.
Very accurate.
And sometimes that can cause them to materialize a new god. That's how gods are born
Yeah.
in lore. So
Mhm.
typically it's by the Kuatoa, but
Yeah. Which they have done that. I saw that video.
So,
Well, this turned out a lot more interesting than I thought it would.
mm-hmm. All right.
Zerlin, can you make some things?
What is it you're wanting?
Just some scrolls. It might help
What spells?
locate objects.
I can do that.
I just don't.
Any others?
I don't know. Let me look at my spell list.
Daedra, you got any spell requests?
Spell?
Like, scrolls that you can use.
Do I have to be of level to cast the spell?
Only has to be Artificer.
Alright,
Any high level ranger spells? I just don't have it on my things, that's why.
fabricate.
That Zerlin would like to throw in would be great.
Fabricate.
They'd also have to be Wizard for Zone to make them.
I know, if they have a ranger that is high level that wizard would have.
Yeah, fabricate.
I know like locate object he has.
The barrier was fabricate.
Fabricate is also a Wizard spell, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I have the spell ruled up.
Yep.
Maybe entangle a couple of those. And
The non-wizard ones, I'll have to see what I can do. I can't make any promises on,
yeah,
but
just whatever he wants to throw on is fine.
see what I can get.
Fabricate to make.
Whatever you think is gonna be good to throw in there. I think if I had a scroll
I could technically use fabricate.
that matched the magic I use, I think I could use it. Role playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what there is, but maybe there's a higher ranking ranger of the guild. It's more skilled than I.
At least one.
Might be able to help with
what I
that.
miss?
Some scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Locate objects specifically because I don't have that spell.
Why do you not have that spell?
I took other things.
Okay.
Like Pass Without Trace or Hail of Thorns and
I want fabricate for artificer reasons.
See the problem? Oh.
But I could just, instead of spending days making
Can you
something, I
get
could
four?
just
Huh?
You know what it works?
You're still working on your salad?
I eat a little bit at a time.
Did you throw away your fork or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
whatever you think would be useful.
Zerlin says, I'll look into it. That's what I can do.
Did Goob ever find that item I requested a while back?
I entirely forgot about that.
I've been wanting them for a while.
I know you have.
The boots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boots of haste.
Hmm.
Or boots of speed is what they're called, I believe.
I do not know if Goob has or not. I'd have to ask him.
Do you know if he's in a meeting right now?
Is he busy?
I know where he's at currently.
And where is that? I'm assuming.
We'll go visit later.
I swear, if we go back to our house and that's considered visiting, I'm going to lose it.
You could be having a nice, pleasant conversation with Lorna right now. And to be fair, with us being busy, it would be
So,
good to keep busy.
you all fill out the paperwork for Gym 2. He gets you all signed and approved. You are given a temporary license to be upgraded to permanent upon completion of background checks and all the, the certification checks they gotta do.
Background checks. On Pedro and Ash. Ooh,
Maybe we just put me down.
shit. You're much
no.
better.
A bounty hunter that everything I know is
That's just because it's legal doesn't mean it's good for fucking children.
I don't know.
Actually, to be fair, Ash has probably fabricated a background.
He's probably.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
And Pedro doesn't have a background. Because Mountain,
Other than that,
4 years he's been down here,
Yeah.
which has all been crime.
Yep,
All been fine.
all been crying.
So again, probably had one manufactured.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
No.
Ash is like, this is your background. I know it's not your actual background. I don't give a shit. This is so
Also,
you can get
you've technically
past
never
shit.
been convicted of anything.
That is
So-
true. Ash has never been
Actually,
convicted.
you had a bounty on your head before, though.
That's different.
Yeah, I guess.
You can only.
To be fair, anybody
It's
can put a
only
bounty
on your
you.
background. Remember, kids, it's only on your background checks if you get caught.
Still don't do crime.
That is not an invitation for crime, agreed. Be smart, be like... And if you're gonna do something illegal, at least make sure it's something that will benefit others. Like, protesting.
Burning down a corrupt orphanage after rescuing all the children, I guess.
See, here's the thing. Technically, that is still very dangerous
Yeah, it's dangerous.
and puts a lot of people in extra harm. So that's not a good example.
Who did it well?
Demolishing the building.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
We demolished it with fire.
Yeah.
Not with fire.
No, we demolished
Fire.
it with fire.
Fire.
Yeah, in real life, you don't want to use fire, though.
You can.
Yeah, but there's a lot of chances of it going to places you do not can count on. There's
Well,
a lot more that can go wrong that you don't have control of, is my
I
point.
mean, it's better than a bomb.
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock. But the better option, yeah, is just, get the kids out,
I think
expose
we
the
should go-
dumbasses, and capture them. But,
I think we should go see Tilly and get some stuff.
okay, now that's
That kind of stuff. Torture.
that's just.
Oh no, I already have plenty of ideas for that.
Tell me about that later.
I mean, you could just, like,
Carries very similar ideas.
you guys bought for me
Yeah.
a bunch of.
Point, we do have everything just bought, so do we have anything we need to do for 3 days or just chill at the house? Or, well, there's things we can do.
Rolling up torture ideas.
Yeah. And I'm
Such
just,
as if we somehow manage to get our hands on bamboo shoots, put them under the fingernails.
Zerlin, bamboo shoots. You said stuff, so.
Island probably has.
No, not really.
Do you have anything that would make a good substitute, a fast-growing?
I know where one is. Oh, God.
There's a
Fair's fair, honestly, at this point. I think I just got told it was marked as a sacrifice, so fair is fair.
There is a
Fair is
real life
fucking fair.
plant that grows incredibly quickly.
Bamboo.
Yeah.
It's not bamboo.
What?
It's a.
It's actually, there's a lily that looks like bamboo.
It's a spread. It's a creeping vine.
Ah. Do sunlights?
No, can't remember his name.
Anyway, so
Let's head back to the house fast.
Mhm.
It's still really early in the day, probably. Or, I don't know, what time is it now?
Do we have a pot that can fit a medium-sized person?
Why do you want a pot?
not the Euro have.
May or may not.
Boil them alive.
No, not boil them alive. Separate, make the skin soft so we can peel them like a goddamn banana
Maybe rats.
and skin them alive.
Hey, is there any rats living in the cobalt tunnels?
Probably.
Probably. Probably rats living in the house.
Jar, rats, fire.
We could do that. That would kill them.
At the end. Look at the end.
Jar. Rats.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Or elsewhere.
not center body.
No.
Limb.
Groin.
I mean, we could do that one thing we said flooding them.
Mm-hmm. That's actually something we did. We boiled people. Well, not boiled. We put them in hot water to soften them
So-
up, and then just made a small incision along their whole body,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Oh, we need salt. Plenty of salt. After you say
And
lemon
lemon
salt.
juice.
let them suffer.
Let them juice.
No, salt in an open wound.
They're walking around with no skin. They're gonna be
And
cold.
lemon juice.
And lemon juice is gonna make it even worse.
Salt and
Yeah,
lemon
fair
juice.
enough.
It makes it even worse.
Margarita of death.
Margarita accidentally spills a dry martini on them.
Do we head back to the house? Is that what we're doing?
Oh my god. Okay.
And some of the ethanol.
Ooh. water torture.
There's that option.
Chinese water torture.
Yep, yep.
Sloth water.
Judas
On that moment, while we're naming different types and ways to torture people, we're gonna take a quick break because it's that time.
Okay.
So we'll be back.
Benji was regretting his decisions.
Yes, he is.
No, I knew this would come.
We hear torture, we're like, ooh.
Fun.
Time to go to Salmonella.